Tabby boy doesn't like those boom, boom, booms. Hi, Leather Rokk here. This is my Tabby boy. Welcome to my channel. Today, I deliberately did not go out because, thinking of my own safety, I would get you a bunch of secondhand information about what the status of the first casino's opening, how it went today, especially, conditions like crowding and any safety measures that he told me. So, if you want to know about it from a secondhand view, stay tuned. The first casino that I want to talk about is the Tropicana. My brother actually went in there for their 11 o'clock opening. And according to him, he was like supposedly the second person there, and players had to check in there. And instead of having partitions, they had every other seat out at the table games. Like, I guess he must be talking about poker. With the slot machines, they had every other seat out so that to create natural distances from people. But it was really, really dead in the Tropicana throughout the day. And incidentally, the people that were on the Tropicana mailing list and went and got rooms or whatever were looking forward to the casino opening, nobody told them that there would have no beverage or food options at all. Nothing indoors with the food was open, and there is no beverage service whatsoever in the casinos except for water. And people that weren't told that in advance got really pissed off. I can certainly understand if you traveled here and you didn't bring food. I hope those people figure out about this thing called 7-Eleven. You have to be a total idiot to starve in any kind of town. But still, I sympathize for the people that were there. Uh, he said that Caesars was not open at all. Now, I personally was thinking about going to Bally's because I wanted to find out how much time I had of some beverage and food credit on. You can get, sometimes you get casino buses coming back, like from Washington, D.C. and stuff, but they only last 6 months. And all this time that nobody's been able to travel, I would hate for the money to be wasted on the card, but I really didn't feel, I was afraid that there was going to be crowds today, which apparently the boardwalk was not crowded at all. For a day before 4th of July, for the start of a 4th of July weekend, it was really dead. Yeah, you had to check in if you wanted to play poker. Now, one thing that he told me that was really concerning is for the top three northernmost casinos on the boardwalk, which would be Resorts uh, and Hard Rock and the Ocean. Ocean is where Revel used to be. And apparently the people there, as soon as they could get in, they just swarmed the place. The crowds, or whatever the marketing must have been for those casinos, I'm telling you, when the patrons saw that they could come in, now mind you, I didn't see this with my own eyes. I'm telling you what he saw when he was up there. People just went in there. So many of the employees were so overwhelmed in those three casinos that a lot of people just quit. Absolutely, people in Resorts, Hard Rock, and Ocean absolutely quit their jobs because they were, I can understand being kind of scared, all these people. Even now, I don't know how they went about doing the temperature checks of people before coming in, and I can understand signing in for poker rooms and stuff, but what they're trying to do is discourage all but the real players. If you're going there to gamble, they are not going to discourage you. But all the places, last time I looked inside Bally's, I saw roped off common areas that were places where people could gather. They were all barricaded. Uh, so, yeah. But yeah, can you imagine working someplace and having a whole lot of people, crowds of people just opening the doors and just, there's no way to, even if everybody was wearing masks, can you just imagine how that must have been for them? Meanwhile, in my little corner of the ghetto, I noticed the past couple of days we have been hearing maneuvers of some of the military aircraft. I'm guessing, like the fighter jets and stuff. Normally, this time of year, people would be thinking about the air show, but that's been canceled. We are not having the Atlantic City Air Show. But just like a couple of months after 9/11, we heard the planes going up and down the coast. So it's not, there are air bases around here, so it's not unusual to hear that at all. Another thing, the activity of the dealers has not calmed down any around here. Oh, and some poor guy got his iPhone or something ripped off by some drug dealers. And apparently they have a feature in some of these cell phones that it will ping in the location where the phone actually is. And the poor guy was ringing our doorbell. And at first I thought he was another person looking for drug dealers and stuff. And I said, the drug dealers do not have a doorbell. And it turned out that the phone was stolen, and he could tell where it was. And I told him, call the cops. The cops will break the door. I don't know exactly what the procedure is, but if anybody could do it, the cops would. I know that it wasn't here, but he said he chose not to deal with the police. But then he said he knows where they are or whatever, so whatever. I tried to help, but there's people loitering and dealing and stuff out front and around here all day. It's a shame that the boardwalk was not crowded or something. But actually, no, any lack of crowds is good because of the slowing of the spread. I wonder how those beach bars were if they made them close. Because I told you what I saw Thursday. Oh, another thing that I saw that was disturbing. I saw a woman that was in one of the pizza places. I don't want to name them, but they're one of the boardwalk places, and it's not a casino place. And the chick that takes your order up the street, she was not wearing a mask, and if God forbid she had it, transmitting onto food wouldn't be too good. Unless it was pizza, I guess that's hot enough that kills germs. But still, do you want people handling your food? Don't wear masks. So please do watch what people are wearing that are around your food. Uh, I really did think about going out and checking for my own self, but I was really concerned about if getting through my own neighborhood, even for some basic things like checking the mailbox or whatever, or checking, the recyclables and the trash and stuff. Uh, there's places where people totally do not care at all about the social distancing thing, and now that some of the casinos are opening up again, I really don't want to take any chances. Oh, and there is something that I was thinking of doing on the 4th of July in Ventnor. There was a Grateful Dead tribute band, and I thought that was going to be cool to go to, even though it's the whole premise for it seemed really sad. Like, and it all was precautions that make sense. For instance, no dance area for everybody to go to, and they were having the farmers market also, but they were not having people. They were allowing people even to buy alcoholic beverages, but you had to bring them back to wherever they called their camp spot, which is wherever you would put a beach blanket or something. And I was almost thinking, oh, I would like to go hear the music. The band is called Dead Reckoning, and they're a good band. I've heard them. I've seen them like 3 times. But the more I thought of it, I'm thinking, so the whole point usually when I go out to places is, even if I never speak to anybody, I'm always open to, you never know, you might make a new friend or something. But now with this COVID-19, and they're saying more and more that even with masks on and stuff, things can go, the plumes of these viruses can go more than 6 feet. So it's really kind of depressing the more you know sometimes. But anyway, they decided to cancel the event. They said maybe in August they'll be able to resume, but things don't seem to be getting better. So I guess all you can do is play this month by month and see what the numbers are like and see how people's health is and stuff. But that's what is news as far as the Atlantic City Boardwalk casinos. Um, I did say something wrong in an earlier video where I said that the 6th was when Borgata was going to open. It was supposed to be the 7th, but I heard the latest thing was they chose not to open up at all. I don't know. I haven't heard the latest. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I'd love to have you subscribe. If you do, hit the bell so it doesn't ring, so it looks like it rings, and that way you won't miss anything. Take care. Talk to you soon. Stay safe.